Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. It is the 2nd of June. So, I did not get up today to do my workout. Enjoyed the sleep. Don't really get much time to do that during the course of the week, but it was nice to sleep in a little bit today. I feel refreshed. I do have, so what I'll be doing is kind of breaking it up throughout the day. I'll be doing little sets here and there at work, which is completely possible for me. So, no problem there. I'll be able to get that done. So what we did yesterday was we found out that through some sort of just things not going normally as planned. So when you make a job offer, you say it's contingent on the fact that you passed your UA and your background check. You have 24 hours to comply. Now, when that doesn't happen, then we have individuals that fall through, and our numbers, our set goal for those we want to hire drops. And so we go from needing 12 to fill our entire budget of employees that we can budget for is 30. And so we set out 12 invitations because it's one of the bigger hiring days of the year for us. We sent out the invitations. People either comply or they don't. And we found out that there's a lot of people that just aren't going through with the process. And there's a number of excuses that individuals make. They don't pass their UAs, or they don't take their UAs on time. I don't have a ride, yada, yada, yada. Don't have phones, can't get a hold of people. So ultimately it's like, if you really want a job, it's you got to apply for it, and you got to put the work in to make it work. You can't just apply for a job and kind of lollygag on the sidelines, deciding whether or not you want to do it or not. You put in for the job, you interview for it, you come in, and at the end, you're like, well, so it's like you're holding up our department, and so it just makes things a little more difficult. So, long story short, we had more openings. I made a post about it on our Facebook business page, and saying that we had less people than we had hoped for. So we will be doing a special screening interview hiring phase in the next couple weeks, and so we needed to have everyone's application submitted by yesterday. And so we get a barrage of messages on the page saying, how come you haven't interviewed or hired this person? This person's been, continually putting in for the program, and da-da-da-da-da. And, it's valid questions, I guess. But the thing is, they just don't understand the process that we go through and how we deal with it. And the thing is like, we have, we take individuals in who need an education, who can't get their foot in the door, don't have a car, don't have a license, people basically with barriers to their employment. And so we help them overcome those barriers, find employment, and that's a success to us. So we have individuals that interview for the position, and at the time we have certain departments that are looking for people to help out, but in order for them to go to that department, they have to have, if they don't have their GED, they need at least one test passed. So there's 4 tests of the GED. There's math, science, social studies, and English, and so, or language arts. And so they need to have at least one test passed. And so if they need a GED, we want to take people in that are at least showing that they're registered and putting in the effort to at least work on it. When they don't even register, or they're told multiple times, put in for school, start studying, pass one test, we'll give us some consideration. And when they don't even do that, it's like, if you're not serious, neither are we. And we're just a program. It's not a job. It's a yearly paid program that lasts 1 year. And so it's not a job. You can't look at it like a job. It's a program to have you overcome your barriers to get a job. And so we called these 3 people out and told them to come in today at 8:30. And so, depending on how serious they are, if they're serious, they'll show up at 8:30. We'll talk to them individually, or as a collective group if there's all 3 there. And we'll tell them, look, People say that you haven't gotten an interview, but you clearly have gotten an interview before. Do you know why? And tell them, well, I told you to get into the tribal college and start going to school and working on your GED. Why haven't you done that? Well, well, once you start showing that you're serious about it, we'll be serious about you coming into the program. So, what's more important, having fun and hanging out with your friends, or doing what is asked of you to do in order to get into a program? And so, we'll see how those individuals work out this morning if they actually do come in. So, and that's another thing, is we're able to sort of leverage their need or want for a job or a paid position for testing to see if they are willing to come in at 8:30. Some people are, well, we can't make it in 8:30. Well, if you can't do that, you can't work. You need to be able to get up and out of the house and into a place at 8:30, because most jobs start at 8 o'clock around there. So if you can't get in at 8:30, something's wrong. You need to fix that. So it's a good test to see who's actually going to show up and who's not. If those show up, I'd be more than happy to give them, fair consideration for the position in the program. So, but if they don't show up, it's, it speaks volumes for, their dedication and their motivation to get things going, and another thing is, a lot of people that have interviewed for, at least got an interview for the position or for the program, or have been in that program, we give those that have never interviewed or been in the program slight consideration more than that, because they haven't gotten the chance. And so, when we screen, we want to know who hasn't gotten into the program, who's never been through the program, other than people who have gone through once or twice or 3 times. We want to give people a chance that have never had that opportunity. And so, yes, we do take people that, haven't been through the program before. And then when we interview them, we ask them why they haven't done certain things, and we give them suggestions and ways in order to increase their odds of getting into the program. And we kind of keep our, eyes on their progress. And if they make no progress or make no effort, it's sort of a test, and it speaks of their character. If they're not willing to, go to class and work on their GED, if they get into the program, they're going to have to get, so in the program, we have a requirement that after 6 months of the year, you need to have 2 of the 4 tests passed. And so if you don't have 2 of the 4 tests passed, you may be let go from the program. And so, the tribal policy states that, an individual after 6 months without a GED, meaning all 4 tests passed, if they don't have all 4 tests passed, they will be subject to be letting go from their job, which is a full-time job with no expiration date. Our program has an expiration date, so in 6 months, you need to be taking your education completely serious. That's your number one focus. And if you can't get that, half of it done in 6 months, you're not gonna make it in the program. And so we want people to come in the program that are ready, that are committed, that are motivated and willing to get their education up. Because the thing is, I've explained to a lot of people this philosophy that, and a high school education is not enough. It's not enough. I can't get a job. My high school education is crap. It's not worth anything. Well, obviously, because everyone just thinks that the highlight of their life and their academic career is a high school education, and that's not the case. You need, these jobs say, basic minimum requirements, high school education, minimum requirements. It doesn't mean maximum. It doesn't mean that, you're overqualified. It means that that's the minimum that they're looking for. And, if you have that minimum, you can apply for the job and be considered for it, but it doesn't mean you're going to get it. So when you have all these people with the minimum requirements, it's going to be extremely competitive, and your odds of getting that job are decreased. So why wouldn't you not want to strengthen your position by getting more of an education? So anyway, those 3 people that are coming in today, I will let you know how many actually do show up, and if anyone shows up late, I will hold them accountable for that. So I'm looking forward to, it's a test, to see how serious you are to get into the program. And if you come in and you show that you're dedicated, hey, respect, we'll give you consideration. So anyway, hope you guys have a great Friday, a great weekend, and I will try to do a video over the weekend. I'm trying to do a hike on Saturday, and then on Sunday have a friend's baby shower, so and a housewarming. So I'll keep you all posted. Thank you very much for continuing to watch. Please comment, share, subscribe, and have discussions below. Thank you very much.